Subscribe to James the Sheriff Dixon, you motherfuckers.
Mission, you won a new car! But that's not all!
Oh, Fred, I love you so much. It hurts. Like
he's dead.
Society.
What's going on, guys? James here, bringing another video, and for this one I'll be doing my weekly Bad Movie Friday. And for this Friday, I'll be doing the movie, as I promised, Howard the Duck. So let's jump right into the IMDb and I'll give my thoughts on what I thought about the movie. So, okay. So this movie was written and directed by none other than George Lucas. It came out in 1986 and it has 4 out of 10 stars on IMDb. And I'm gonna give this a 2 out of 5 stars. And let's go down to the budget. Just give me a second here. If there is a budget, oh, okay, the box office budget. So the budget was $37 million, and worldwide budget they got back $37 million. For the weekend USA, they got back 5, so they made just over the amount that they made. So, yeah, so this movie is pretty much about a duck that gets transported to Earth from his home, and a human girl falls in love with a duck. So, yeah, that's the premise of this movie. This movie is, like, out there, and, I do want to say this came out around the time that the first Star Wars came out in, like, 77, I want to say. So this came out, like, just after either the Episode 5 or, yeah, it came out before, right after the first one, I want to say. So, again, this movie was pretty out there. A human girl falls in love with a duck, and the animatronics for the people dressed as the ducks is pretty fucking freaky. I want to say this was made for, like, furries, but at the same time, I don't know if a duck is for fucking furries, but this movie was just overall, like, weird. One of my favorite parts is the villain towards, I don't want to say favorite parts, I should say better acting is the villain towards the end. I can see why Marvel didn't really touch this. They just left it on its own. But yeah, again, it's just like a really weird movie that it's pretty much a human person falls in love with the duck, and, like, the humans don't really overreact to Howard coming to Earth. Like, they just take it normal. Like, they see a duck walking around and they just be like, oh, that's normal. And yeah, again, yeah, with that, it's just a pretty, like, weird movie. And I guess I did rent this. I can't really find it on any platforms for free. I rented this off of YouTube. So with that in mind, I guess there is, for the villain's wise, there is this villain who wants to well, he's not really, well, let me think. The villain is a dark overlord, that the scientist who created this portal that brought Howard here. He's not really a villain, the scientist who brought Howard there. He was just doing research, and then Howard came there. The villain's called the Dark Overlord, and he possesses the scientist, but the scientist isn't really a villain. So, yeah, that's pretty much the story for this movie. So, I guess with that, I will show you guys the clips that I thought best represented this movie, and I will be right back, everybody. So, see y'all in a second.
You so pissed off?
Why? Listen, if you got blasted millions of miles through space, ended up on another planet, and were given an IQ test by a janitor, you'd be a little pissed off too.
But
Okie dokie.
you know, I got a feeling my life's really gonna change since you fell into a ducky.
Yeah, well, I'm glad somebody's happy.
If I could just get my career back on course, I'd only have the old standard worry left.
What's that?
Just can't seem to find the right man.
Maybe it's not a man you should be looking for.
You think I might find happiness in the animal kingdom, Ducky?
So there y'all have it. That was Howard the Duck. like I said, the basic premise of this movie is like interspecies sex of human between a duck, which I can't believe a movie like that is almost 2 fucking hours long. If you're going to watch it going into this, it is 2 hours long. So think about that with that in mind. That's something I forgot to go over in the beginning. Again, it's almost 2 hours long. So I pretty much went over everything in the beginning of this video. So I guess without further ado, I will show you guys what I have in store for next week's Bad Movie Friday. So I'll be right back again, everybody. A movie called Face Off. Yes, I am doing Face Off with Nicolas Cage and John Travolta. Interesting snippet. I do know one of John Travolta's brother, Joey. I went to film school with them. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this on this channel before, but I do know John Travolta's brother, Joey. So, I guess with that, I'm going to bring this video to an end. So this is James saying, if you like what you've been seeing, please like and subscribe for more. This is James saying, peace. I'll see y'all in the next one, everybody. I'll let Brandon Rogers take from here.
Right, I just want to shout out an amazing channel, James the Sheriff Dixon. Oh, he's such a great guy, and he is super cool for coming to the show. I'm glad I got to meet him in person, and you should subscribe.